Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here, and if you venture to guess that this was a slightly different environment...
It is. It is in fact a different environment.
And that's a slightly different person sitting next to me.
Well, this is an exploration game. This isn't a game about exploring,
So I decided to take a journey to avoid learning the rules myself, and instead...
You're visiting a new planet.
I had Alexander Cinder Radcliffe III from North Undershire, point 63. Come spend time. Well, I came to spend time with him.
I will point out, if you don't understand the reference on my name,
just
you should be listening to the Quackalope podcast.
All that being said, link down below. All that being said, that's not what you're here for. You are here for a gameplay of...
ISS Vanguard.
So close to getting that name correct. We've been talking about it for way too long at this point. You're here for a gameplay of ISS Vanguard, and this gameplay is going to be split into two parts. Well, multiple parts, actually. Yep. We just got done having Alex do a full teach. Yes. Like a 40-minute rundown of both subsections, the planetary exploration and the logbook or the ship book,
phase, yeah.
Which is the update, equip, and really solve the puzzle of what you're doing.
Yeah, and that video is already going to be up on my channel, so head on over, link down below, check that out. So if you want to get a feel for what and how to play this game, that's where you want to go.
Here in this video, you're going to be watching us explore the level 3, scenario 3 planet.
So the tutorial we got is actually comprised of 5 systems and 3 planets, and that's because not all star systems have planets. If you've ever played Mass Effect or, I don't know, or
it's common knowledge.
It's common knowledge. And so from that, we are exploring the 3rd planet right now, which is in one of the 5 systems.
Yeah, so this will be a little bit late game when it comes to the prototype that we've been given, but if you know anything about Awakened Realms, there's enough content in there. Do not worry about this being heavy with spoilers. This is designed to showcase what's going on.
I'm already 5 hours of gameplay in by the time we got to this planet here.
Yeah, so on my channel, you're going to be watching the planetary exploration, and then over on your channel, at the same time this video goes live, will be the deep dive into the ship logbook.
Yep.
So those are 2 separate sections of the game, both full gameplay. If you want to see it all, you're going to want to be able to hop back and forth between our channels.
Yeah.
And the very last thing I'll note, the reason I'm here, one of the reasons I'm here with studio lights and cameras and everything like that, is because this is kind of a grand experiment to see what it will look like for Quackalope to be on the road, collaborating, doing work with content creators. My hope next year, Alex, is to not just visit you, but to visit, given the state of the world, of course, as many people as possible, to collaborate, produce videos, have conversations, and just kind of show off this wonderful world of board gaming, which relationships, for me, matter so much more.
Is there a documentary at the end of it? That's what I want to know.
Look, I'm not saying there can't be. There'll certainly be enough footage to do so, but hopefully you enjoy this kind of vast experiment, but hopefully you enjoy this vast experiment into the unknown. And with that being said, why make them wait any longer? We're already slow-paced enough.
Yeah.
We might as well pause and read the flavor text on the Pelican, which is our landing craft.
You understand that in about 2 seconds, we're going to be reading an actual log with actual flavor text.
Yes. A heavy, unwieldy transport craft that was repurposed as a planetary lander. Its large internal space can both be used for cargo and for useful mods, somewhat makes up for its poor flight characteristics and paper-thin hull. That's who you've decided we're taking down into this atmosphere.
Well, it's flavor text. I didn't read it.
INF-1A, codename Brimstone, a very young, violent planet characterized by a heavy seismic and geothermal activity. Its acidic atmosphere is rich in corrosive sulfides. Scans also reveal rich mineral deposits, vast cave systems, and a liquid water pool.
Water pools, plural. In any case, so that is the planet here. And for those who didn't watch the other video, just a quick overview. This game is going to be divided. Very quick. There's going to be the lander phase, which represents us going down from the ISS Vanguard to the planets we're visiting.
Yep.
Then there's the actual planetary exploration phase, where you're heading towards certain objectives and
spending
goals.
Your resources and pushing, kind of a luck pushing, seeing how far you can stretch, what capacity you have.
Exactly. Managing your, you said it already. And then from there you go to the ship phase. So what we're starting now is we've already prepped for the lander phase over here, and that starts technically in the ship phase, a little whatever.
We have some equipment gear. We've decided how much cargo we're taking with us, because that'll extend our play cycle. We have our characters and our crew members that we've selected, because you can have a lot of different crew members that add modifiers to how you're going to be interacting with the planet, and we have all of our dice and danger dice and all that kind of prepped over here.
Yeah, and this danger dice is relevant because of the fact...
I do not have an injury yet.
Not yet. You should
that was an artifact from that other How to Play video.
Yes, so this danger die is going to be... We loaded our ship to the max, getting a ton of stuff, but it also means that we are more vulnerable to what happens, which means now we get to the fun step of reading this planetary card, which says, landing, micromediates, advised, briefing log 35, which means it is time for log 35.
We're approaching our target, Vanguard.
Starting orbital maneuvers. Brace for deceleration.
This place looks like hell. We're detecting high concentrations of sulfides in the atmosphere. The seismic activity is off the charts. If we want to find life, I think we came a couple millennia too early.
The builders had a reason to mark these coordinates. Besides, the science team believes this planet's thermal vents could show vigorous bacterial activity.
We'll make sure to call home when we find these vigorous bacteria.
Landing sequence initiated.
Godspeed, away team.
If you just came back, what you discovered is that log 35 is a fully narrated little subsection of beauty that Awakened Realms has produced. You're going to have access to all of that when you get this game in your hands, fully scripted with dialogue going back and forth, and just, oh, it's so good.
This is the part we're going to be rolling the danger die for each of these 4 instances that we have in the lander. So, if you want to go ahead, start us off.
And I do want to mention, just for a moment, that this is clearly a prototype.
This is definitely a prototype, 100%.
And I think it's the first time that there's been 2 Awakened Realms prototypes in the same building. All right, what are we doing?
Roll the die.
I don't want to roll.
Boom, that's an S. Okay, optimal trajectory. Well, that's... Oh, no, that's almost so close. If we had 3 landing successful, but we don't have 3 of this, one of these metrics of our ship, had we upgraded our ship to the point that our maneuverability was better, we would have landed already.
I hear what you're saying.
But instead, we roll the die.
Great. Because that's always the best option for me.
And boom. Okay, fire. Either one crew member gains the burn injury, or we discard 2 random ship mods, which we don't have any ship mods, which means I think we're fine there. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Next. Go ahead, next. This is number 2. Cargo damage. Either we shuffle all equipment and supplies and discard 1, or each crew member must give up 4 dice. I say we shuffle all our stuff.
Everything?
Yeah, just shuffle it all together.
If we lose my shields...
So some of these things, I mean, I've gone through this already. Some of these things will be lost, and it is what it is.
No, it's not. It is what it is.
You play it again. Next mission. If you get to experience everything, every game you play, we lost a medkit. Darn it.
That's probably a good one.
Okay, die number 2. No, don't put them out yet.
Don't put them out yet?
Do it again.
Okay.
Die number 3, I mean. Die number 3. Critical hit.
We're going to do it all. We're going to show you everything that's possible.
Each crew member gains the wounded injury, which we could choose, or we could shuffle all equipment and supplies and discard 2 cards. What do you prefer?
I don't want to be wounded.
I agree with you. I happen to have seen that. I'd rather give up 2 supplies or equipment, but to each their own. 1, 2. Okay. And we lost your defense system. Oh my gosh.
That's the one thing that I wanted to see. I was reading through my equipment and I was like, I want to use this.
Yeah, well, next game. Something to look forward to.
Whatever.
To look forward to.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Last danger die. Last one. Go ahead. And we got, again, fire. We either discard 2 random ship cards. So again, 2 random ship mods.
We're fine. No ship mods.
Now keep in mind, again, this is a prototype, which means some of these questions that might come up, you might have to make decisions on. So for instance, what do we do if we discard 2 random ship mods and we don't have them? I just would assume that we don't have to do it, but we might be wrong, and that's fine. This entire video and all its rules are irrelevant as soon as this game actually comes out anyway. So from there...
That's true. This is just to show you that it's currently fun, which gives you insight into the idea that in the future, when it's fully developed, like 8 more months probably worth of prototyping and testing and playtesting...
It'd be more fun.
It could be more fun.
More fun.
Yeah.
So from there, we're going to go ahead and take this planetary card, put it up here, which will give us an action that we can always take this action at any time. It's important that it's always available to us, and we now put our people on the lander. This is the lander zone. This is where we're going to have to return. And so the mission in this case, now this, by the way, was set up. Normally this would not be fully set up until the lander phase had been done. In this case, we have done so because, for ease of whatever. And we have a mission and an event. The mission.
And I just want to make another note. There's so many things I'm excited about. The other note is that the script of this story, the reason we are venturing out, is because embedded in our DNA. So right now in human DNA, in all DNA, in all biology, there's this recess of, I think it's like 80%,
70%,
that just isn't, as far as we know, it's dead DNA.
Junk
it doesn't
DNA,
actually utilize for anything. It turns out in this world, in this world that we're living in, we discovered a strain of that led to what was called a star map.
Yeah.
A vision into some...
It gave us coordinates.
Coordinates that we don't know what it's from or why it's there, but it is clearly a record of something. And so this is the last great venture. Earth came together, and Russia, I believe, had already had spacecrafts tucked away to the side.
It's a little trickier. There was a discovery. There's a whole story, but there's a discovery of a spacecraft that had landed on Earth. We managed to repurpose it, and it's the only functional space.
But I believe it's Russia specifically that sent off, like, had that tucked away.
Could be.
And then opened the curtains and sent it off into the galaxy. And so we are that mission. We are exploring and trying to solve the riddle or solve the puzzle of the last great sort of adventure of mankind.
Yeah.
The question of the map within our DNA.
And so
I'm so excited about that.
It's a cool. Honestly, I agree with you. I've just already 5 hours past that. I've already explored. But
I'm not.
I've already found. I'm
not 5 hours past that. I came to experience this with you. All right. The life that was supposed to exist on this planet is not immediately viable. Visible. I read confidently. We will have to land and survey the surface, gathering any resources and samples that could help our mission.
Gain at least 3 discoveries. So our mission objective is to gain 3 of these discoveries. The primary way of getting them is going to be leads, but there are many other ways.
Digging in and exploring.
Yeah. Oh, and then returning to our lander. So it seems simple, seems basic. What happens next is the question. And then the event. I'll read this one. A destructive sandstorm is ravaging the planet. We hope it doesn't cross our path. Roll a d10 and place a dust storm card on the indicated sector. 0. Is there a 0?
That's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10? Is there a 10 here?
It's a 10. That's how d10s work.
There's no 10. So apparently we do not place our dust storm. So the dust storm is going to be traveling around. Every time this resolves, the dust storm is going to be moving or temporarily abating while we explore in peace. And Jesse, that means you rolled something that was beneficial. This is a first for the channel, for Quackalope. So now we can start with our actions. Now the way it works in this game is you can take your actions in any order. If you like to pass 2 of those turn tokens, so we get 1 each of these, and you just use them to mark when your turn is over.
Okay.
So you want to go first, or should I go first?
No, I'm fine going first.
Go first.
I'm fine going first. Because we did the playtest,
yes.
I am very intrigued by some stuff that's going on here. I really want to get up here and start exploring the thermal vents.
Yes.
I'm so intrigued by that. So I'm going to start by taking a move action.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to have to, is it roll or just spend? I need a success.
Roll. You need a non-X.
So I'm going to use, I've got 2 of these shield dice, the red ones, and I've got some, do I drop my cards?
You drop your cards right away.
So 2 in my hand?
2 in your hand.
So I know in my deck I have some die mediation as well. Play when moving, ignore all X's. And then play after a roll, you may turn 1 chosen die to any side you want.
Any side you want, Jesse.
I'm going to wait till I maybe have a more valuable move to spend that on.
I actually clarified specifically, you can play that at any time during the action.
If I failed it by chance?
Fail it.
Okay, and this one's supposed to be tucked in there, actually, so we'll reshuffle this. And what's this right here? Secret objective?
So this is going to be at the end of each mission, you have the opportunity to rank up your characters. In order to do so, you're going to need to spend crystals, which you'll earn throughout the game, as well as have achieved this specific goal.
No injuries at the end of the mission?
Correct. And mine is going to align with yours to a degree. No crew member is disabled at the end of the mission.
Well, let's go ahead and have me try to move up into that space.
Boom.
Success, so if I'd gotten an X, that would have been the 1 out of 6 chance to fail.
Correct.
And the Vanguard symbol is a
Complete wild.
Yep. So I'm moving up into this location. That die is now expended. We can spend supplies to get those die back, but these are going to be our actions. This is how much resource we have to utilize.
And one more thing worth covering, I actually didn't cover it in the rules, is there's another way to get dice back that don't involve supplies, which is this spent dice action, where at any time you can basically take back certain dice and then remove one of your dice permanently from the game.
I don't like that.
So it's a different way of doing it. Yep.
Nope, that seems bad.
It is bad.
Let's see here.
One more action left, sir.
One action left. And up here, I'm going to go ahead. So scans indicate vigorous biochemical activity. Explore the vents. If I roll an X result, discard all rolled dice and resolve failure. We're not going to roll an X. I've got to spend green, blue, and red.
Yes.
And I need a success on every one.
You need everyone to not be an X.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, do I need to play... Can I mediate
You can play
this?
it after.
So,
yep, the cards are a big deal.
Yeah, which is important here. So we are going to go ahead and spend play after a roll. And you may turn one chosen to any side you want.
What side are you going to change it to?
It doesn't. No, it does matter. I don't have a compass. I have a Vanguard, which gives me the compass activation. So you're proud.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
So there's a symbol up here that indicates that if I have to have all of these not be a failure to succeed it. But there's a bonus success, which is going to, if I get a compass, I get a random discovery, which is a big deal because that's our objective.
So this would be a question that I don't actually know the answer to yet. I don't actually understand how you would do a random discovery right now, unless it means literally shuffling up all the discoveries. So what I will do for that is I will just have you, I'm just going to pick a few of these and have these shuffled, and then just have you pick blind, because I don't actually know how to do that.
Sure. Okay. Works for me. Oh, I can't see.
Yeah.
This one.
You got a blue discovery. Excellent.
Okay.
So you have that. Discoveries are things you can take back to your ship and will be beneficial, and many of them will actually give you things that you can be beneficial on.
Superconducting compound, ship phase. Each section gains one chosen blue. Discard this card.
Basically, when we get to the ship phase...
But we don't deal with that right now, right? This would actually be tucked in the front section of our book.
Correct.
And when we do so, you're not hopping between ship phase and game phase.
And all 4 sections, when we do so, will get an extra die to the ship section.
Cool. So I'll just set that over here for now.
So you might want to put it over here because our actual mission is to get 3 different discoveries.
So I'll keep it right there for now. And then here, we're going to replace this location. So while you pull that location, here's the really cool thing. So if I failed, we'd read another ship log. There'd be something catastrophic. Not even possible.
So we also have one of these dice. One of these, the crystals.
One of those crystals. Is this?
And yes, and those are the things we're going to spend to level up at the end of the mission.
Yeah, so that'll go onto our ship storage. These locations have depth to them. So instead of exploring a vast open continent, flipping cards and moving from one section to one section, you're playing everything within this game book, and you're diving into a cavern or discovery or, just unveiling things as you go. I love the zoom effect of this, and the crazy thing is, we can revisit this planet. This will stay.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this.
It's very cool. The implementation of this is very cool in the sense that some of these, I would say a majority of them are going to be like one card. But then you'll have some that really, like you said, have depth.
And we'll
exploration.
leave not knowing what's going on. Now, that's all my actions. I believe it's on to you.
Nope. You have to draw a hazard card. That's at the end of your turn, you draw a hazard card representing the ravages of time.
It's not onto you?
It's not onto me.
Detached. If no icons match, no icons currently matched. So that means we're moving our time section forward. So what this is all in the teach video, but this top icon here has to match the location I'm in, or we take another pressure point, which is going to be our dust cloud that's moving around the...
100%.
Bad news.
All right. The dust cloud. Bad stuff.
Discard that here.
By the way, for what it's worth, we don't even know what the dust cloud does yet.
No idea.
No clue. Although I will note, we have not actually divided up the equipment yet. So if you want to take your equipment... And then here, you can have one of mine. Or, here, let's just get them out in front of us and we'll deal with it later. So I'm going to put these over here. These are the equipment we have. And actually, the truth is, anything with the lander symbol actually stays on the lander and is available from all of us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
I'm wearing these two, but this one will be available to all of us.
Correct. At any point, we can try to resolve that. For instance, this adrenaline shot lets any person refresh all their dice.
And how would I resolve that?
You would just resolve it in that case. Some of them have a success roll, others do not.
Cool. Okay. Very cool. I believe it's on to you.
It's on to me. Now I'm going to take my actions. I am going to go ahead and join you up here because the good news is that, good news is relative. Maybe I will take an objective here first and then head up there. I think I will actually do that.
I'm going to need to rest to get my green back for us to work together as a team and dig into that location.
100%. That's what I realized.
Our squad isn't really built out for this.
We're not built out for green, and that's something we actually figured out doing the teach.
We did.
In the interest of me staying true, I didn't want to reset
This is
squads.
who you were leaving with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the things you can do is you could have actually, doing the ship phase, spent energy to find out more about the planet.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we did.
Whoever played this before I sat down...
I just spend energy as soon as I get it. So I'm going to go ahead and I need to get 2 red dice, and then we're going to get a green lead and a unique discovery. The unique discoveries are going to be up here. Each planet comes with their own unique discoveries, which is, fun. The problem is, I really want to get that success card.
Yeah, can you mediate that? Do you got anything that gives you...
I don't have anything.
We've got the adrenaline shot.
Oh, you know what? I have this construction arm. Whenever you roll, you may treat... No, it doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help. What's the construction?
No, the adrenaline shot won't do it. Place this card on your sector. Whenever you refresh in the sector, you refresh 2 more. Roll for an action in your location. You automatically fulfill all pickaxe requirements.
Not helpful here. Okay, we're going to go for it, and we're going to hope for the best and plan for the worst, I guess. That's really what we're going to do here. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll each of these. Now, it's worth noticing I didn't talk about. Each character has their own face that says this, on green dice of that symbol, they count as security. So every character brings their own flavor to the dice change of that section. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 of these, hoping for a Vanguard symbol, and I did not get a Vanguard symbol. So
both are successes, though.
Both successes. We got that. These are going to be spent. I'm going to go ahead and get a green lead and replace this card with PRO1, which means we've lost our opportunity to get that unique discovery. If you want to put a crystal out,
that kind of sucks.
There may be other options.
It could still be there.
So we can see over here already. There's a unique discovery up here. Although this planet comes with 2. So I got a green lead, which is going to have an action on it. Some of the leads come with actions, and this is 3 leads of this color. You can discard them to get a microorganism discovery, and you can place a marker on this card, and it counts as an additional discovery, additional lead. So we're going to put that down there. Although I want to take for my second action, I want to get to you so that we are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and roll this dice to move, and successfully move.
Hello.
And that's my turn. You know, we're done, almost done, completely done. Hazard time. And we have a no match, so which means we're going to move this. I'm honestly not, having played this game multiple times, I am not sure what's worse. They do a good job balancing how this plays out. And
I hear what you're saying.
So at this point, we would have flipped both our turn availables, which means we flip them both back. And the reason that's relevant is now, if I wanted to, I could go first this time.
I need to rest, though, and then I can cooperate with
I
you,
don't
right?
want to. I'm just saying if I wanted
Here's the question. Should I push one more time and then adrenaline shot?
Push
Is there anything I could do?
Well, we can't really do much there.
No. And there's not an opportunity for me to get a lead in this location.
Well, there are a few things you could do. You could try taking one of the options over here. So, for instance, this mining probe is going to get a little die on it, and whenever this thing moves, so will that one. And the mining probe at the end of 3 will give us a mineral discovery. So
I don't hate that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You want me to go ahead and put that down?
If you want.
I need bones, though.
You need You need bones or
a wild.
Nope.
Vanguard.
Or
a pickaxe.
Yes, and it's not bones; it's wrenches.
Now, if I'm using adrenaline shot, I might as well just guarantee that I'm going to do it.
Adrenaline shot. What do you mean?
Refreshes all dice.
But how? What do you mean guarantee? You're saying roll all 3?
Roll all 3.
If you're willing to use adrenaline shot this early, go for it.
I was asking if I should. I wasn't saying I was willing.
I think you should make your own strategic decisions in this game.
I'm gonna spend a supply and rest.
Okay.
I like this though. I'm gonna roll this.
Okay. You can do both. I can always on my turn do the action. You could assist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So do that and refresh. Boom. Mining probe now enters the sector, and it enters the sector with one of those little red cubes.
Okay.
Yep. Just put it down somewhere
right here?
there. Yep. We don't want to cover that little icon there. It can get a little busy at times. You know what? Let's put this down over here at the edge.
That'll work.
Yep.
Okay. This is exhausted. I'm now spending a supply to go ahead and I'm gonna bring one of each back in.
Yep. And you will draw a card.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Make sure to look at those fun cards.
You may re-roll a danger die.
Ooh.
That might be valuable.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I believe that's my turn.
And that would basically be it. That is your turn, which means it is time for a hazard. Yeah, the game is not all fun, Jesse.
Do as an icon. An icon does match. Malfunction. So I need to roll, and if I roll, I could get a crystal and a yellow lead.
Yes.
If I fail, I discard 1 supply or 1
of that type of equipment.
And there were 3.
Each supply is worth 3 dice and a card.
I don't have a high probability for bones or a compass though.
Oh, that actually matters to you now?
Yeah, now.
Oh, wait 1 second. Do I have any bones or compass? I have the possibility to get bones on 3 of these faces.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're rolling dice...
Could you resolve this danger for me?
Whenever you're rolling dice, a player in your sector can give up to 1 die and 1 card to assist you. So I can go for that 50-50 chance, which I think a 50-50 is better than a...
It's better than a guaranteed 3.
Should I go for it?
Yeah, if you've got bones. I don't have the bones to do it.
And we got it. And by the way, wrenches. In any case, so we successfully achieve that. We get one of those purple cubes over there, purple crystals, and then we also get a yellow lead. The yellow lead goes to you because you were the resolving the action.
Suspicious mud. When you gain this lead, discard it along with one of your other leads of this color.
Ooh, yes. So some of the leads that you get will actually cause you to discard leads you've gotten. So it's not as
Oh,
simple.
no.
It's not as simple as getting.
I was
leads.
reading this thinking to myself, wait, how's that good?
It's not good. It's not good. In fact, I actually went going through it, and when I was done, I was like, I spoke to Awakened Realms, and I was like, just to be clear,
yeah,
the leads are sometimes bad and make you sad, right? And they're like, yes, sometimes the leads make you sad. Yes. Okay.
Don't trust mud. That's what I've learned.
So flip your turn available token, and now it's my turn. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and do this action, take samples. And now if we roll any X or that muscle over there, then we're going to discard all roll dice and resolve failure.
Oh, no.
Going to 31.
I will roll a lot of muscles.
No. Just choose dice that. So you could only add one die anyway, and your die will not actually add muscle.
It'll be the green.
Correct. And I will roll a green as well. And I will specifically roll a blue, well, because I have to.
You have to.
Okay. So, do we have any reroll mitigation? If you do, I do not, looks like.
I have, whenever you roll red, you may treat it as a muscle, which doesn't help us very much. And, no. Nope.
Okay, we're going to find out. After rolling, you may add a die to roll one more. I don't know if that helps me. Now, this does have the opportunity for another unique discovery, but we don't have those icons at all on any of these crew members.
So we're going to need Vanguard, Vanguard, two Vanguards.
Oh, two Vanguards. We actually
did it.
Whoa.
We did it.
Okay. Okay.
Another unique discovery.
So we get a unique discovery.
Wait, this is the thing that is special here.
Do you want 4 or 6?
I want this one.
6. He wants 6.
Builder's Landmark. Preliminary analysis connects this artifact to the same race that visited Earth a long time ago. Planet phase. When discovered, go to log 51.
Whoa. Planet phase? Oh. Whoa. 51. There's sequential order.
I like words.
This is actually surprisingly exciting.
Mark the topmost unmarked redirection and follow it. If all redirections are marked, resolve the bottom one.
So there's a pen over there. You have to mark log 47. At least you have to mark that one and go to log 47.
Okay.
And that's some of the things that are going to happen in this in the sequencing of these logs is the idea that you will do different things that have permanent effects.
Log 47. Away Team Exploration Report 60F.
Away Team Exploration Report 60F. Excitement runs high. Materials and markings on this strange milestone-like stele appear similar to the ones found on the extraterrestrial vessel that became the heart of Vanguard. Some kind of energetic anchor seems to secure the milepost. We're not sure if it's possible or safe to move it.
Go to log 55. I love the jumping around logbook things.
So I don't actually mind it some of the time, but some of these have actually, like, I'm not sure why that made us jump.
Log 55.
Oh, I know why it made us jump now.
Trace a line from one of the filled points to the point of your choice. Fill this point and go to where the log indicates.
So if you notice, I already drew a line when I counted log 55 before.
Yeah.
And so you can choose any direction.
Mineral analysis or linguistic analysis.
You could also go from here down to it. There.
Attempt to move.
Your choice, sir.
I want to move it.
Okay.
I want to move it. Log 26.
Project Birthright, Research Log 1C. All conventional attempts to move the artifact have failed. We've discovered an invisible gravity wave tether that keeps it anchored in one specific position, relatively to the center of the planet's mass. The builders went to great lengths to make sure their steels will not be removed from any planet, or moved between the planets, though we still don't know why.
Short of moving the planets themselves, we have no practical way to collect the stels, and we have to rely on their detailed scans for future research.
Good to know. Apparently you can't move it.
Unless we move the planets.
We can move planets. That is what we do in ISS Vanguard.
I mean, look, we just figured out how to take off into a rocket ship. We could do anything.
So that was our unique discovery. Past that, we still actually get the microorganisms. You want to grab a crystal, a purple crystal.
Yep.
And we get the microorganism discovery. So grab one of those green microorganism discoveries. That is actually mine.
That's yours.
Doing the ship phase, add +1 to the generators and discard.
Nice.
That's going to be mine over here. We're going to put that over there. Then replace with PD03. And that is my first action. What should I do for my second action?
Well, let's see what this card reveals.
Oh.
If you end your turn here...
Okay, apparently I'm moving for my second action.
Desert. The sand is coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere. Awaken Realms, I love you so much right now.
Yes!
That is so solid.
Yes!
Wow, okay.
If that's not in final copies of the game, no, that has to be. That is one of the best things.
It gets everywhere. Okay, for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and move, given the fact that, well, bad stuff. One of these dice is yours.
Wait, do you lose dice if you stay there?
Yes, this is a permanent, this icon is you have to permanently remove
But I've
one
already
of your dice.
ended my...
No, but you didn't end, you're not ending your turn.
I know, I've already resolved.
Correct, you're
so I'm
good.
not at risk until next turn.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to move away, and given the pathways here, I can either come back here to head up here, but I think given where we are, I'm going to move forward. And so, which actually feels a little weak now that I think about it, because this spot is empty.
We don't have anything there yet.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So perhaps, did I ever do this one over here?
You never dug in, no.
Are we sure? No, I did. PRO1, I just never put it out.
You just didn't put anything
I didn't put anything there. That is a mistake.
Because you missed the unique discovery, and that's what you're going for.
Sulfuric deposits, which apparently would have changed
This
everything.
thick crust of sulfides is extremely flammable.
So this action over here means we have to add the danger die on a 2 over there. So that's going to be another thing we have to do when we roll there.
Okay.
And if we roll a shield, we can ignore the danger die result.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I can get over here with 1, 2, 3 dice, or I can get over here.
And you can move
with
as
1.
far as you want.
Yeah, you can move 1 at a time. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just move over this way. Oh my, no, I can't. I'm down to 1 dice.
You've got to rest.
I'm going to head back this way.
Oh, you've got to move down.
Correct.
And then you've got it. Well, maybe adrenaline shot after that.
Adrenaline shot.
Or a double rest.
Given the fact that I was on the fence, either way, I'm just going to head downwards. And we are good. I head down, and from there. Okay.
Hazard?
I almost forgot.
Well, I mean, we couldn't do that.
Okay, we got a matching icon over here. If no icons match, thieving creature. Roll that. I can't roll anything, and no one's with me. So apparently, we have to discard our supplies. Yep. 1 supply's gone, and this hazard was not my favorite hazard in the game.
Okay.
To you, sir.
On to me.
Oh, actually, I think we refreshed. That was we're both refreshed.
Yeah. It's down to both of us.
You can go first. I can go first. Whatever you prefer.
Well, you're just going to be resting for the most part, right?
Potentially, I could use the adrenaline shot now that all of my dice are gone. It's a good time to use it.
You want to dig there?
I'm actually, you know what? I hadn't thought about it at all, but that's a reasonable thing to do. So, why don't I...
I say, adrenaline shot is a reset all. We're going to use it for that at some point.
Yes.
So go ahead and utilize it now before you lose some more dice.
So I'll go ahead and use it, throw it off the ship.
Okay.
And I believe...
No, not off the ship.
Yes.
You just put it in your arm and press the button.
And equipment come right back. I will be...
You're just like, ah.
Equipment do stay with you, so any equipment discarded will come back to your ship for next time. And I believe I can do that between turns. I don't think it's anything
Roll
specific.
down the window.
And so you can still take your turn. That's not my turn. That's just me using the equipment.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna move down.
Yep.
Or I could move across. Are you meeting me over there, or are we collaborating here?
I am fine either way.
I want to move down, and then I'm probably going to use a supply to rest.
Jesse, we're definitely collaborating over here.
I'm going to roll one of these. That'll move me safely into this location. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a supply action to bring back 2 red and my green.
Oh, and also to correct one thing, this is actually not remove a die permanently from the game. That's the cross icon. This is just take a die off your board and push it up.
You're still losing it,
You're still losing temporarily, though.
Still bad. Yep, okay. That's both my actions.
Perfect.
What are you thinking?
Your second action was resting, right?
Second action was resting.
Great, so flip your die, take a hazard. I didn't make the rules, I'm just playing with them.
If no icons match, discard this card. Currently none match.
Oh, okay, this is a good card. I'll explain it shortly. Go ahead.
It came from outer space. Roll d10 and gain a lead of the indicated color. Remove this card from the hazard's deck. But if no icons match, discard this card and progress all time tokens.
Oh, no icons match. Oh, yes, we discard this.
Yeah.
Okay. So the way these cards work, some of these hazard cards are actually good, but then when they're resolved, they get removed from the deck permanently. So it's giving you a little bit of a edge as the game starts. This moved off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you move that one, and this one moved to here or moved off?
No, so this is gone.
It moved to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we now go ahead and we resolve the time again, which means rolling the d10 for the dust storm. A 2 over here. Dust storm. Great. And now we figure this out. Each character in this sector immediately rolls the dice, and on a green die or shield, nothing happens. Otherwise, we gain a wound. So apparently that can hit us at any time.
Yeah.
And if we move there at any time. Okay, that's the dust storm.
I'd prefer to not gain wounds.
It does make our move here a little bit anticlimactic now that we have a dust storm in the way, which means we need to adapt and reconsider.
Well, or die.
Or die. Dying is always.
It is your turn, though.
It is my turn, and I will. There's no way this is going to move out of the way. We could just rely. We could just head there. That's not the worst.
I mean, I do have shields, and I have the ability to treat a muscle as a shield, so I've got some flexibility.
You may treat. You may treat any red die as a muscle or as a shield.
Yeah.
Android bodyguard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with over here.
What you don't know is he's pocket-sized.
He's pocket-sized. That's the best kind.
Very impressive.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll the danger die here. Now, you have an ability that lets you not roll the danger die? A card? One of your action cards, I believe.
I do. You may re-roll a danger die. Oh, and I drew one up. So I got ignore the first injury received as a result of this roll, so that I can
That's
set
for
that
injuries.
down.
Well, let's see what the danger die will do. Since we're rolling a danger die on a 2, we're looking at the sector over here, which means we're looking at either burnt, panicked, remove a die, or suit damage injury. None of those, by the way, are good things, in case you're wondering.
I realize that.
So let's go ahead and make hard choices. You, sir, are actually... Oh, no, I have a shield over here. You can use the shield, which ignores that. I think you are better equipped to deal with that die, although you need a pickaxe and a shield. So how about this? How about you contribute? Can you contribute a shield towards my roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So from there, I think I'm going to need a pickaxe because we need the pickaxe. I'm going to need a green and a blue. This is an expensive roll, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
This is you, though. This is your action.
Yeah. So keep your dice temperature so it's easier to track. And let's go ahead, roll a dice step. 1, 2. Beautiful.
Oh, we did it.
Okay, we did it. Excellent. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to ignore the danger die, which we should have rolled at the same time, but we did not. We get a minerals discovery. You want to grab mineral discovery?
Mineral discovery.
Okay.
Carbon filaments. Ship phase. Gain 2 manufacturing points and discard. That'll be your discovery.
Yes, it will. Now, you have a discovery as well, don't you?
Yeah, we have 3.
Oh, we have 3 already? I have a microorganism. Do we have 3 including this a mineral? Do we already have 3?
Yeah, we have 3.
Wow.
Which is our objective.
That's our objective.
Yeah.
Okay, we could already return to the ship phase. Do we want to... Well, let me finish resolving
I think we keep pushing.
Add 1 marker. If there are 2 or more, replace with PDO2. You want to put a marker down?
Add
one of those, the red ones.
One of these?
Yep. Okay. And if there are 2 or more, we would replace this. So in other words, we can still mine the deposits again.
So maybe I do it one more time?
We could, but I still have 1 action left. So I could either try to rest gaining stuff, because that way I can help you. Do you have any shields right now?
I do not. I have a pickaxe.
You have this shield over here. That's yours.
I have a pickaxe.
Yeah, but
and does my ability allow me to...
Oh, your ability would allow you to treat it as a shield at all times.
So I can donate a shield.
In fact, I shouldn't have rolled my die in hindsight. But so fine. So then in that case, I think given that, I think I will just go ahead and rest to get back all my dice and draw a card, making sure that we're better prepared.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw a card. You discard the supplies.
I did. Excellent.
I drew a card which lets us re-roll a blue, which can be helpful. That will help us over there. And then, of course, I take a hazard. And this does not match, which means we advance all of these. If we advance that again, we will gain a discovery. Okay, we'll gain a mineral discovery.
Mineral discovery. I kind of like discovering so much.
I like the probes, yeah. Okay, that would be my turn, and I'll flip my token, which means we both unflip. And to you, sir.
I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this space.
I think you should.
One more time. So I'm rolling a red, a green, a blue, and are you donating anything?
I'm probably gonna donate my card if needed to re-roll a blue.
Okay, so I need to roll maybe 1 more, or am I good?
No, you're
here?
good. You're good.
No, because I need a shield and a pickaxe.
The shield will count as a pickaxe. If you roll that pickaxe successfully, then it will count as a shield as well.
Will it?
Yeah.
You may treat a red die as a arm or shield.
Treat it.
I think I need to roll 2 red die.
Interesting. So let me contribute a die then. I'll contribute the pickaxe.
Okay. Good pickaxe roll, double success. Yep. I treat one of those as a shield. That's the exact same resolve that we had got last time.
Yep. Again, forgetting to roll the danger die. Again, not mattering.
That's because the danger die sucks.
Yep.
Mineral discovery. Add 1 mineral marker. So mineral discovery, and we're going to replace this with PDO2.
I'll take care of that.
Okay. And fractal nanostructures. Ship phase. Gain 2 science points.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
We're gonna have a busy ship phase.
So the ship phases do get fun. They do get fun. And they genuinely fun. You're doing stuff in those phases.
Shaded campsite, safe from the hellish heat. Make camp. You or assisting crew member discard 1 injury. You may discard 1 supply to refresh all of your dice and draw 1 card.
Yeah, so this is going to be very helpful for when we gain injuries. Campsites are generally where you can have opportunity to actually recover.
So when we come back to this landing zone, we're always going to have the opportunity to come back here, heal ourselves a little bit, and also refresh die. Like, this is a much better position.
Exactly. If you notice over here, this is still discarding a supply, but instead of recovering 3 dice, it recovers all your dice.
Yeah. So here's the question.
Yes.
Right now we have a dust storm circling.
Yes.
We're 1 turn away from getting another mineral discovery. I don't know how valuable those discoveries are. Do we want to push this cycle, or is returning, like, because I'm going to get a personal upgrade if I have no injuries, and we have the resources to spend on that.
So here's the situation here. So the good news is you can always return back to planets.
Yeah.
Meaning, in theory, and this planet, by the way, in general, the planets are going to have very different structures in the game. Some of them will be very specific and focused on giving you experiences and narratives that you're meant to experience.
This one clearly has a ton that we haven't seen.
Correct, but some of them are going to be more exploratory, like this one. This one is going to fall into that category of being one where we kind of can make it our own. We can do whatever we want.
We set up base camp. We discovered a desert up towards the top corner. Grabbed some minerals. Is this where we return?
That is an excellent question, which I will leave, sir, up to you.
Here's my thought.
Sure.
I would love to continue digging, and if this location was not currently a ravaging dust storm, I would have us press forward.
Sure.
But I am not sure at the moment what we can utilize on this in this game. That, like, I feel like going over here takes us too far away from our base.
Could be.
With a dust storm right in the center.
Definitely could be.
We've already used up half of our supplies. That's just what I'm feeling.
So I'm with you.
You've played this more than me.
Having played this, based on where we are, I would probably try to recover and then potentially come back to this planet with a 3rd crew member who came with certain symbols that have been clearly impactful. And so that is where strategically I would probably try to push. I agree with you, if this dust storm weren't here, it'd make a different shift.
Now the question is, for the sake of the playthrough,
that's the question.
Is that satisfying?
No.
Yeah.
I think we go a drop further.
Let's go a little bit farther. But I do just want to strategically. Listen, I'm probably going to be doing some more stuff on this. I'm very hyped from what I've seen, and this is going to be easy to get to the table. We're doing this for you. Strategically, if I was playing a campaign, this is the wrong decision right now.
And something I'll note, I've talked to Awakened Realms already about that aspect of, you need to make sure that the world building like this, you need to make sure that for those who want to explore every nook and cranny, that it's rewarding. But you also want to ensure that those that don't, it doesn't leave the experience
I want
away.
to explore every nook and cranny, but I mentally am very satisfied with the idea of establishing base camp, having a ravaging dust storm, and we're going back to the ship for a moment, we're going to upgrade, take our time, then come back out.
And something Awakened Realms has done as well, is a point worth mentioning, is characters in this game will die. If you have your characters too stranded, things can go wrong.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
But more importantly, Awakened Realms has taken that into account, and they don't actually let you upgrade your character like 14 tiers. Each character has 3 tiers, specifically because of the fact that
you're a crew.
Yeah.
I mean, your crew gets better, but not one person substantially over the other. The point of that is operating as a squadron of people, not one hero.
Yeah. Right? And that way, if they die,
and they're vulnerable.
You haven't lost.
They're vulnerable. And you memorialize them. It's not like they die and you recycle the same card. You stick them in a little slot that says, "Rest in peace."
Yes.
And you learn something from their life and experience. It's actually kind of sweet.
So, that was your first action.
A love letter to Discovery in my mind.
Which means it is time for your second action.
I think for my second action, I'm going to rest, because if I move up into this dust storm, I'm going to want my green die to potentially, or I'm going to want some of my shield die to potentially void that.
Correct. And don't forget, any of your red dice can be voided.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'm resting. That'll give me one more action card, which is going to be refresh 1 die after this roll.
Yep.
Not bad. And then I'm pulling blue, green, and red back in. Oh, and I want to pull this defense specifically. Okay.
Okay, that was second action, and now, the part you always love.
Ah, stop.
That's not a good one. That's not a good one.
Is also not going to trigger. Oh, it is. It is going to trigger. The cookie symbol is there. Suit decompression. Attach this card to your crew member tray. Whenever you make a roll other than the one on this card, gain 1 wound injury.
Effectively, you're in space, your suit's suddenly spiraling, you can continue taking actions, but it's going to come at the cost of wounds. Or, you can attempt to resolve that card.
Yeah. Do I attempt to resolve it right now?
Oh, no. So that one, unlike most hazards...
It's an action?
Correct. Most hazards resolved right away. That one is going to be an action, which does change the landscape of it, because the problem is you, sir, cannot reliably roll either of those two symbols.
Nope.
Which means you need me there. Which means I have to
potentially.
sit here.
I mean, let's double check, though.
Do you have any cards?
I'm looking. I got to refresh, ignore the first injury. I mean, so I at least have a defense against a potential injury roll.
Wait a second. It's over here. You or assisting crew member discard 1 injury. That doesn't help us right now. Okay.
Oh,
so
I would have refreshed all of my dice in this location, though.
Did you rest?
You may discard... I did, remember?
Oh, so you got all your dice back.
So that's actually an important note. Gives me a little bit more control.
Okay, do you draw a card?
I did draw a card, yeah.
Okay, so you drew a card, you refresh all your stuff, and the problem is you need to make a very successful roll, which is hard. Okay, so the problem is I really don't want to get...
Bones.
Compass and bones. I have bones. The only problem is I'd have to move away, and that I don't think is the right move. Which means I can pass my entire turn. That's something I'm allowed to do.
That's kind of brutal.
It just means that there's a hazard. I think it's the right move. I think getting you bones is important.
Alright.
Okay, bones it is.
Draw that hazard.
Sacrificing my entire turn to make sure Jesse stays in one piece.
It's a cooperative game.
Cooperative game. Yeah. Okay, fracture. We have the icons.
Symbol.
Cookie symbol and the planetary moon thing.
Yep.
Okay, I have to roll a green and a what's it called, or take an injury. Now keep in mind, by the way, these are decisions. You can choose to roll no dice. That is totally legal. In my case, I will actually go ahead and choose to roll these dice, but I just want to think briefly. Jesse, if you don't mind, can I have your green?
I'd love to give you my
because green. I'm thinking through the fact that when we move up here,
you're going to need it.
Exactly.
And I need it less than you.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and roll our greens. And boom, perfect.
Clean.
As long as there are no X's.
Awesome.
Okay, so nothing happens there, which is helpful. And then that was my entire turn, and we refresh both our symbols and back up, which we forgot to turn.
You're going to go first, right?
No, you're going to go first.
Oh, because I want to resolve this.
Yes.
So I'm going first. You're assisting me on this.
Correct.
Am I rolling any of my dice, or is it just you assisting me?
What was I assisting you with? I was assisting you with...
Bones.
Bones, yes. Okay. I am going to assist you, which means you choose to roll 0 dice. I choose to roll this, and I also have a blue reroll, which means we're fine there. And we're good.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yep, and now it is your second turn.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move up. I'm just going to spend a die. I think I can get a clean success on this. And when I move in there, I have to resolve that when I move in there, right?
Correct.
Okay. Success. Moving up. Now I need to roll a
Any
shield.
red will do it.
Any red will do it. That'll do it.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's your turn. We go ahead and draw a hazard card.
And...
sorry. No, wait. Before we do that,
yeah.
I apologize. We actually...
And I want to go ahead and play Stubborn. Refresh 1 die after this roll. I'm just going to bring my green
That's
back
actually relevant because something I didn't tell you yet is you're only actually allowed to have 4 cards at a time. So giving up a card and so you can draw another one is helpful.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Yep.
Great.
Clearly.
And then
that
something
was
I
my
forgot.
Strategy the whole time.
This dust storm does not inhibit any other events or things on the card, which means we are going to resolve log 25. Which is right there.
Sweet.
Away Team Exploration Report 27C. When exploring a rocky area, we've located an entry into a large cave complex. It includes structures consistent with the effects of water erosion. Caves sprawl in all directions. Analyzing them could derail our mission, but liquid water environments offer a high chance of encountering life.
Place PS05 card in this sector.
Jesse, I heard 2 things there, and they are directly contradictory to my instincts.
Okay.
The first one is I heard, this can completely derail our mission.
Yep. I heard that too.
The second thing I heard is...
water.
We have a high chance of encountering...
life.
What do we do?
Water.
Okay. Anyways.
I know, we go for water.
Well, life, the concept of life, but derailing our mission when we already achieved our success?
No. You're not understanding this.
What?
Water.
We want water? I don't understand.
Water, water is like, if you're searching, isn't that the first indication of some, existence happening? We came to this barren void, and we've now discovered caves that seem to be potentially teeming with life.
Tunnels extend deep into the planet's crust. This is going to be a card.
This is underneath the surface of the sulfide and the acid and this erosive place. We've got to dive into
If I had to make a guess, this card is going to go down a few cards.
Yeah.
I say we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's here. We still have...
But just for the record, how cool is that artwork?
The artwork's excellent in this game. And then so over here we have that action. We have the dust storm on top of it, just there. And I believe it is now my turn to head up over to that dust storm. So I'm going to go ahead and...
I call over. Shh. Get through the dust. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll this icon over here.
There's love.
And success. I move up over here. I now have to resolve that green die. Success, or yes, green die. Perfect. And then I can now choose to do something there. So this is where it gets a little trickier because our options here are we can try to roll any die, add one marker. If there's one or more per crew member, go to log 7. So we need to add multiple crew members and then go down to the next thingy. Or we can get a blue lead and add a marker. So if we get that particular success, again, that icon symbol is very helpful on this planet, apparently. But from there, we're going to go ahead and we have a hazard option. So if you fail, you're going to draw a specific type of hazard.
Oh, I didn't draw a hazard after my turn.
What did you? Oh, yes, you did not.
Yeah. Low visibility, yes. Roll, nothing happens, or roll 1.
So you just need to not get an X. Which you did not get an X.
Cool.
Okay. Then for my turn, I am going to try to head down there. No, I think I'm going to refresh. That symbol is not likely, so just hoping. You know what? Maybe I'll just try to head down because I may as well. Although of course let's go for it. Okay, I'm going to roll my blue die because I can re-roll those in case of X's, and we're going to add a marker. Can you grab a red marker? So we need 2 markers there to go down to the next log, and from there I will end my turn drawing a hazard. And we have now this requires you to pay attention over here. No, oh yes, we do have that one.
Yep.
So you have to pay attention to the symbols over here as well as the symbol on the card. Stuck. And that's not good at all, Jesse. That's not good at all.
Why?
Oh, I'm okay with this. No. So here's nope. My options here: I can take your die, or I can pass my turn. But this is already my turn.
You'd pass your next turn.
Is that how it works? I'm not certain about that, but let's assume that way and go ahead. And you want to assist me? Boom.
There you are.
And we also grab a crystal.
Awesome.
Cool. To you, sir.
All right, back up the top with me. Now, I used this, right? Is that just standard? I always have it available?
Yes, always available.
Awesome. I'm going to try to explore as well, right?
Yeah.
And it's just any die?
We just need one more, and then we go to log 7, which I'll start prepping in anticipation of your not failure.
There we are.
Not failure indeed.
Log 7.
Away Team Exploration Report 27B. We found trace amounts of water on the cave floor, but the central corridor ended in a massive cave-in.
The sensors detected unusual vibrations from the other side of the rubble, as well as something that might have been a substantial concentration of water. Unfortunately, breaking through would require a large-scale evacuation effort.
Place card PS06 in this sector.
I like what's happening.
You like what happened? The last time, I can't even tell you. I can't. I want to tell you the last time I pushed too far, something happened and stuff happened.
Cave in. Time to bring out the heavy equipment. Ooh, we can clear it.
We have some of those icons.
We do.
We need 2 or more per crew member. That's going to require some work, Jesse. Anyways, that was, I believe...
No, I still have one action.
Oh, you still have one action?
I could rest. I could recover a little bit. I could roll. I'm going to go ahead and do a supply.
Okay.
So, supply. Pull back in. Those.
This is where we have to start being careful because we are low on supplies.
We are.
And this is where, that's where the whole coming back to a planet can matter so much. You know what to expect. You know where to go. You know how to actually make it work this time. And you can upgrade your lander in the meantime, getting additional cargo, additional whatever.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not saying we should run.
Dig that trench.
No, I'm saying that when we die, it's on you. Okay. So, you rested. You, of course, draw a hazard. We never forget those. Did you draw a card, by the way?
I did. I think. I did not. Surge of stamina, reroll 1 red.
That's excellent.
Nice to have. The cookie symbol is here. Inspiration. The sprawling alien vista can change anyone who sees them for the first time. Refresh 1 die. Remove this card from hazardous decks.
So, in other words, it gives you 1 die refreshed.
Yep.
And this one goes away from the game. I mean, this is gone from the game.
Oh, no.
Yes, the good hazards are in there.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I kind of want that one to be in there.
The good hazards go away forever,
Okay,
but they give us stuff.
Seriously, Awakened Realms?
It's an accommodation, because we're going to level up as the game progresses.
What am I going to do with that card now?
It's hiding off to the side.
How dare you?
In any case, back to my turn.
Partially a legacy game.
Oh, wait.
Rip up the good cards.
Have we been tracking these properly? I'm not sure whose turn it is. Do we both refresh now?
I just went. I believe you have not gone yet.
Yeah, we've been going back and forth mostly.
I believe you have not gone yet.
So I also am going to need stuff back. Although this icon over here. This die is not bad, but I'm going to go ahead and refresh as well. So go ahead and discard our supplies. Now, this is where basic math is going to be a thing as well. But let me go ahead and draw a card, and then we can talk about basic math.
I've never been good at basic math.
Well, we're going to have
advanced math. Excellent.
I'm going to grab one of these.
It's just that addition that always gets me.
One of these, and I think the green just in case something happens there. So here's the basic math part. We need a minimum, assuming our rolls work perfectly, we need 8 dice to get to the next step. Okay? How many dice do we have so far?
Enough. We got that.
Okay. Then we also need 2 apiece to get back.
No. Landing's here.
Oh, we need 1 apiece to get back.
Go back.
So, and then we have only 1 supplies left. We can keep going here. We have to be careful. The hazards are going to take our dice. Other things are going to take our dice. We may have to resort to this exertion option where we slowly remove our dice from the game as we exert ourselves to succeed.
Assuming everything goes perfectly,
which it will.
We can open up this card before we leave.
I say we go for it. I'm just telling you math. That's all.
Yep,
okay,
I love math.
I'm going to roll these 2. And we got what we needed. We got the pickaxe.
Clean.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. The pickaxe, if you get a pickaxe, you add an additional marker. So I got a clean roll, and for each yeah, okay, great. Perfect, we got 2 markers. Blue lead as well, so I'm going to add those to my leads. And then that is my second action.
Okay.
Which means hazard time. It's hazard time. Okay, I need a muscle. Do you have muscle, sir? You have muscle.
Do I have a muscle?
Can we get a crystal?
Crystal? Sorry, I was flexing.
I saw you were flexing. I'll watch it again later. Go
All
ahead.
right, my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going for the same thing.
Okay.
Red and blue, looking for that pickaxe, potentially, even though I don't have any, so I just need a, clean success.
You don't have any pickaxes?
No.
Should I roll 1 die with you?
You're going to be rolling on it too, right?
So, yeah, why don't I roll the red die, you roll the blue.
Alright, that works for me.
Okay. That was not a pickaxe. But the question is it worth me re-rolling my red die? Do I have it? You have a re-roll a die.
Re-roll 1 red.
Is it worth it for the chance of getting a pickaxe? Because, sir, we can also get a failure.
Nope.
Okay. Well, not a failure. Could have been worse.
What else can we do there?
What else can we do? When you gain a blue lead, refresh 1, re-roll 1 blue. Re-roll a blue won't help me unless we get a Vanguard. Oh, no. 1 second. That is interesting. So I actually would have to look this up, how this works. My construction arm says whenever I roll a blue, I can treat it as this symbol. So ideally, I should have rolled the blue. In hindsight.
Instead of the red?
Yeah, in hindsight.
Because you would have guaranteed a success.
I would have, well, unless it was an X.
Well, the more we know.
The more we know. Next
Either way, that
we got one more marker.
We got 1 marker on that. And I have a second action.
Yes, which means now you can go for another one.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Just don't get an X. Which you did not.
I did not. I didn't quite get what I wanted either,
what do you need?
though.
What do you need?
Well, I wanted the wild so I could...
No, but that's our 4th marker. We're now going to the next one.
Oh, we're good?
Yeah, because you got 1 double success and 2 regular successes.
Oh, boy.
Yep, you can flip your marker to the turnover phase, but before we do, sir, it is log 37.
Vanguard, this is Team 1. We've broken through to the other side, entering the deeper caves.
We received your uplink, Team 1. All eyes on you.
Detectors are going wild. Atmospheric composition is heavy with organic particles. We see gill-like growth on the walls. There are complex organisms moving in the water. It's an entire ecosystem.
Woohoo! Oh, wait, team. Wait. Something's happening. The bioluminescence is fading. There's some sort of reaction. Capcom, Sergeant Ney. Our floor exports suggest a defensive mechanism. Away team. No. The cave floor is dying. Starting from the point of our entry, we've sealed the radio static. But the effect is magnifying. I think we're killing it.
Each crew member...
the following steps.
Each crew member loses 1 die.
Okay.
And then we put card M45 in play.
This is really sad.
I do not think this is what we want to happen. Okay, we need...
I'm generally kind of upset about this.
You wanted to keep going, sir.
No, we're killing it.
We're killing it. Okay, so we put M47 on top, M46 on top of that, and M47. Despite our efforts, the intrusion into this ecosystem contaminated it. It is quickly dying. We need to find a solution before it is permanently destroyed, eradicating fragile life from this planet. Jesse, we have 1 supplies left. We are dying here. Replace the card in your sector with PC01. Oh my gosh, which we happen to have on top. I'm gonna put these off to the side there. Infected biome. It's our fault.
Oh, stop. It's beautiful.
It's our fault. Oh my gosh.
Control the affection. If you roll a arm, discard all rolled. Oh no, we need some really complex
We
symbols.
are not going to get those symbols at all. We don't
even have dice that have those
No,
symbols?
that's going to be from the other options. From the science section is going to have most of those dice. Okay, so objectives. Save the cave ecosystem from intrusive bacteria before it goes extinct. Jesse, I think it's going to go extinct. I don't see a way out here.
We ended 30 minutes ago.
We could have ended 30 minutes ago. We didn't.
We did.
We did not. Jesse, we have two choices here.
Why did this game just teach me a moral lesson about exploring other ecosystems and intruding upon environments that without the proper research and equipment necessary?
I don't see
Why
a
did
way.
this game just teach me that?
I don't see a way to get the symbols we need.
No.
Unless we roll 3 Vanguard symbols, which seems unlikely. Because if you roll an X, the problem is...
Can we try?
But here's the problem. You could hypothetically... No, we can't. We have 1 supplies left. We have 1 supplies. We can't get it. And if you say, let's just get all our dice back somehow, even if we did, you'd roll any single arm would completely exterminate the entire roll. I don't see a way out of this, Jesse. We have to let them die. It's the only way to save ourselves.
I'm not happy about this.
I didn't say you have to be happy about this.
I'm genuinely kind of upset. Okay. Oh.
There are long-term consequences in this game. There are factors that will spread to the thing. When we come back to this planet...
I'm really bothered.
So am I!
You're heartless.
I'm bothered. I just don't see... Do you see a solution?
No.
Then we can save ourselves, or we can be sad for the life that we are exterminating. Live with yourself, so you can save others.
I'm a terrible person.
That's true. You also killed a dog in another game. Any case, I think...
No, Cthulhu did that. I cried.
I think that was your turn.
Uh-huh.
It is my turn. I have no dice. We have 1 supplies. I'm going to go ahead and do an exert over here. And I am going to... You know what? You have 1 dice left. You only need 1 dice left. So actually, I'm going to use the supplies.
I feel really bad for Advocate. I was like, break through that wall.
You were. You were, sir.
I thought this guy was going to be there. I thought we'd find him.
He might. I don't know where he shows up. In fact,
instead we found bioluminescence that slowly withers and dies.
The prototype only has 3 planets, and that guy hasn't shown up yet, and this is the 3rd planet. So he's probably somewhere here, but we don't know where. And for right now, we need to go back home so we can come back and fight another day.
Yeah.
And kill another species. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a
Marcine's
supplies.
laughing right now.
I have no words. I have no words. Okay. Which is unusual for me, by the way. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a rest action. I'm going to discard our last supplies. We have no chances left anymore. That was it. It is over. I am recalling back 3 dice. I don't particularly care which ones because I'm just using them to get back home. And then for my second action, and draw a card, which I will have to discard a card. I'll figure it out. Whatever, I'll figure this out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll a die. Blue one, because that one I can re-roll in case I get a failure. I did not. And now, sir, I am back in the lander zone, waiting. Oh, I didn't draw a hazard. Okay. Scrap Avalanche does not resolve, which means this moves up 1, and this moves to here. We gain a mineral discovery on the way out.
Nice.
Hey, we killed some species, but at least we got some minerals.
Melted crystalline structure.
Planet
Very
phase.
nice.
Add this to the roll result. Nice.
And then, do I get to use an action to leave, or do I still have to draw a hazard?
Nope, you're done.
I'm
done.
good?
We have returned to lander phase, and we can leave at any point now. We do not accomplish this mission. We accomplished the first one, not the second one, sadly. And that is where our journey ends. Well, this has been a fun experience.
Hey, if you made it to this part...
You killed a species!
Alright, listen. If you've made it to this part of the video, the very next section, we are immediately going into the ship log, which, let's just clarify. If you made it to this part, I assume you're probably going to watch that anyway, but I want to explain to you why that part is interesting and worth watching on Alex's channel. When we first opened up that book, we thought to ourselves, paperwork, save the game, just the bad part of the game.
Yeah, I was intimidated, I was scared, I was not happy with it.
Yep.
But I've gone through it twice now, and we're about to go through it for the 3rd time together, and I'm excited.
There's so much. It's like opening a scientific manual in the best of ways. Instead of all that save game minutia that you get from other titles that try to do a system like that, it does have rules, it does modify your game experience, it does have save game mechanics, but the primary aspect of that time, that 40 minutes or so we'll spend in
mostly
that,
upgrading decisions.
is upgrading, getting new gear, making decisions around how you're going to be approaching this so you don't kill an entire species of life form the next time you explore a planet. It really digs into if you're like me and you love the idea of exploration, part of my favorite part of exploration is the idea of equipping your wagon, right?
Yeah.
Taking the pickaxe, getting the bag of potatoes, making sure you have a cloak so that you don't die from scurvy. That's what this is in space.
100%.
So, with all that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Let us know your thoughts down below. If you'd like to see more gameplay or coverage of ISS Vanguard from either of our channels, one high-produced with audio interface,
the other less highly produced.
Just set up talking to the camera, being, suave as normal. Let us know down below if we get, how many thumbs up for me to do a solo run of another scenario?
Oh, well, let's take a baseline. I happen to know from looking at your ISS Vanguard unboxing video that you got around 500 thumbs. Which means, which I don't actually usually know this, I happen to know.
Sure.
I was comparing it with your video with Sarah Shaw from Board Games in a Minute, and I wanted to see which one got more, and it was getting pretty competitive there. So people like Sarah Shaw. Anyways, my point is, I think 1,000 thumbs. 1,000 thumbs for a run through. That's twice the number that the ISS Vanguard unboxing.
That's a lot. If
achievable.
I think that might be the first time I've ever crossed 1,000.
Oh, you'll get one from me.
If we get 1,000 thumbs up on this video, I guarantee I will literally, the moment we cross that, the very next day, sit down and do a solo run of another mission of this game.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see more, if you want to explore deeper into this experience,
click that thumb button down below.
All that being said, swing over, check out Alex's video, let us know your thoughts on that shipbook and this whole experience over there. We're gonna go set up and film the next section of this. Thank you for being here. Whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Thank you.